Yo, what's up guys? Terrell here on Terrell Game Vlogs. Another Hunter x Hunter video, which is going to be covering two things. The first thing is just me fanboying over that fight. Genthru versus Gon. Holy shit. The first half of the fight is interesting in its own right. That second half, son. Ooh boy. Ooh boy, son. That was insane. That was nuts. I don't even know what to say to that. That was, oh my lord, just that entire fight. Like, the first half was, the first half in last week's episode was cool. The rest of the fight, holy shit, dude. Gon is fucking nuts. I've never seen a shonen character risk body parts that fucking quickly. This nigga, I think he's the only person I know out of the shonen believes to risk a body part for the sake of pride. He literally got his arm blown off for the sake of pride. Now mind you, I don't know, did Gon know that he could be healed? Well, no, yes he did. But did you think you could re-heal your arm though? Or did he just do that for the, but like, just fuck, son. Just fuck. Like, it would kill me is the whole, obviously, that entire plan was ridiculous. Because it was essentially, fuck, God. I can't even express into words how fucking ridiculous that shit was. Because I knew I was hyped because at the end of the fight, when he dropped the rock on him, and you see him get out the way, and he's in that cave, and he's like, and you hear, Shaiso Raku. I'm like, no! He's like, John, Ken, go! I'm like, oh my god! And he just fucking nailed him. Oh lord. Oh lord. I actually jumped out of the bed and just, oh lord, man. That was great. That was great. Oh, Sean. Oh, that's my climax fight. That was it, son. That was it. Also, Bisky's ability is just lols for worthy. I actually really like Kalua's ability too. Like the yo-yos and everything. The yo-yos and the electric power, that was nice. But that, ooh, son. If that's my climax fight, if it only gets better from there in terms of climax fights, son, I'm gonna be done. Because when it comes to strategy fights, I have no problem with strategy fights. Those fights are awesome. But if this is my standard and it only gets better from here, ooh boy, God damn, just Jesus Christ, oh, that was hype worthy, son. Oh my lord, oh lord. But if Gon's getting this reckless in a Greed Island, and I heard Chimera Ant arc is supposed to be like the darkest of the arcs. I fear how ridiculous it's going to get there, and I also wonder how much stronger Kurapika and Lelorio have gotten, considering, from what I heard, all four characters are in that next arc. I believe, I'm just throwing out. I know there's a portion of the series where Kurapika kind of gets emo and shit. I also do like the fact that I guess that Hunter x Hunter is like one of the few animes that actually carries over villains. I think the only other series to do this is One Piece. The difference is that it carries over villains as backdrop villains instead of main villains. I guess One Piece is the only one to do it because Naruto doesn't really have backdrop villains. Most of the Akatsuki members die after their respective arcs. They're just carried over if they get away and shit. Most of them don't get away in their arcs though. They're introduced, except for I guess you could say Kisame and Itachi are like the only ones that carry over at Link, and Datara for a little while. But still, I like this whole concept of carrying over villains because something tells me, in terms of Phantom Troop, I feel like they're probably gonna get murked in Chimera Ant arc. I feel like that's the arc that a lot of them are gonna die in, which I don't really mind, but ooh, son, that Genthru fight was beast. Just and then the fact that he didn't realize that dude kicked him, and it threw me off too, because like you see him do the explosion, and then you see Genthru cough up blood. You're like, what happened? What's going on? And then you see Gon's arm gone. I'm like, wait a minute. What happened? How did he lose his hand? Why is Genthru noticing they do a little flash, like, wait, when the fuck did he kick him? And I was like, oh shit, this is that entire setup caught me off guard. I swear to God, when I saw it, I was like, that should be playing off a Hajime no Ippo logic, where he kicked the shit out of him and it knocked him out. That's what I was thinking, because the whole, if you hit someone in the chin and shit, it fucks them up. It fucks with the whole equilibrium, which is probably why he fell down and he tripped and shit. But, oh man, that was a good fight. Now, I kind of want to talk about Greed Island in general. This fight was great. For the most part, I don't have a problem with Greed Island, but I don't necessarily view it better than Yorkshnu, or Yorkshnu. I'm probably mispronouncing the name. And the only reason why I say this is because half of this arc is just training. Like, most of this arc is just like training, setting up for this fight. And I mean, the fight itself is awesome, but considering this arc comes, this is what? You had the beginning of the series, which was pretty much the whole Hunter exam arc, and then you had the Zoldyck family, and then you had the Heaven's Arena, then you had Yorkshnu, then you had Green Knight. We're in the 5th arc. This arc is kind of disappointing in a sense. I mean, I probably equate this to probably Heaven's Arena, except with a better ending fight. It has better. I think up. It didn't start, to me. It didn't really start getting really good until around the probably around the dodgeball stuff is when it started getting really, pretty much when they start teaming up with other members, because up until that point you're just kind of watching training, and then the whole Kahlua bond thing is really strengthened in this arc. That's like the two main things. It's just more training with a different sensei, with this epic ass fight in the, like, literally the Razor up until the end of this arc just seems fucking amazing, but like the beginning of it's really, it's like you don't really start getting enthralled into the whole card game aspect until near the end with this last confrontation. And my biggest thing is, I figured Greed Island would be one of those arcs I got enthralled into the card game aspect of it, and just the drama of the arc itself. But it's really just about the drama of the arc, and you're only really knowing about a few card names, which I don't know, is kind of disappointing, because like that whole thing with the end where he used like 3 or 4 different types of cards, that would have been cooler if they had did a lot more of the card battling fighting instead of all the training in the beginning. They spent like half of the beginning of Greed Island essentially is just training in Nin. But I kind of wish they had mixed in card playing the game while training. That would have been awesome. You get like this little introduction stuff, and then they just kind of skim over it. And it's kind of disappointing in a sense. It's not like, and I'm not saying this is a bad arc. I'm not saying that. Because, you can't have a comics like that and like make me like that fight that goddamn much if the rest of the arc sucked. Because a lot of the arc is setting up for this fight anyway. So, it's not that I don't like the arc, it's just that it's not really as interesting as people said it. Like, I know J-Man loves this arc over Yorkshnu. I kind of don't see why. I think, as I said, I think the stuff from pretty much when they meet Hisoka, the Hisoka / Razor stuff, up until the end, that's awesome. But just like everything before it is kind of just basic ass training, which is Greed Island feels like a mixture of like Heaven's Arena and like Yorkshnu. Just what am I thinking of? Not really bottled into one, but more of. Make Yorkshnu a little bit more shonen, and then combine it with Heaven's Arena. That's what this arc is, and it's just like, it's not bad, but it's not necessarily terribly epic until like near the end of it. Seriously, like the ending part of Greed Island seems really awesome. I mean, honestly, I think Chimera Ant arc is supposed to start an episode on April 21st, which I say is about 2 weeks from now. So I think we got like 2 more episodes of Greed Island. And then we're going right into Chimera Ant arc. And yeah, it's I'm assuming the rest of this is gonna be awesome because there's only 2 more episodes. But just the beginning half of it's kind of slow and boring. Also, Bisky's ability is just what the fuck. But technically, she only has one. She has like one of the dumbest abilities, which is the fucking I can heal. I have this fucking magical maid who can make me look insanely younger, but my natural strength is horrifyingly scary for a 50-year-old woman, which, yeah, but that's just something I want to talk about. That fight though, son. If you hate on, I don't understand how you can hate on that fight. That was beast, and it's funny because it's one of those few fights you gotta know the concept of the art to get the fight. Well, kinda. It's not like the Greed Island rules aren't insanely complicated, but then again, you have like the shonen main character using them, so they weren't gonna seem that complicated. But just goddamn, that fight. But I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts, and we'll see how Chimera Ant art goes. We'll see if I get depressed. I hope we get some better, like, I don't know. I like training in my shonens, but I don't want it to just be. It'll turn into Kenichi, where I'm training half the time and fighting half the time. Just give me a straight arc of fighting. Just do that. You can have all the backdrops, shit. Give me everything else that's Hunter x Hunter, but just chill out on the training. I feel like we've been training for we had Heaven's Arena. York's New was okay, and then you gave me fucking training in the beginning of Greed Island. Like half of Greed Island is training, and I'm just like, that's cool, but I'm like, let them just straight out test the abilities. I don't know, maybe that's just something with Togashi he does with his works, where he has them training. Well, Yu Yu Hakusho isn't as weird as that is, but I'm just saying, as a statement, actually, which came first, Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter? I think Yu Yu Hakusho came first, so I guess it's just a different style he's using for Hunter x Hunter, but I'm not a huge fan of that whole training half the arc and killing it, especially when this is like the second time he's done that, so I'm like, please let Chimera Ant art just be straight fighting, or just straight shonen shit. I'm not saying lower the quality, we'll see. I'm just kind of talking at my ass, but good fight. That's my thoughts on Greed Island. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Hunter x Hunter fans, I feel like are going to come at me because I said something negative about that series. That isn't regarding to Togashi being lazy and writing the series. But that's just my thoughts. Anyways, Vlogs Game, boy Terrell. Catch you guys later. Peace.